All right, welcome back to another 5 minutes lesson in using Microsoft Excel. In today's lesson, we want to explore the creation of formulas in Excel, right? So let's jump into it. So where we at, we created a new worksheet called using formulas, which you already know to create a new worksheet and renaming it. And I did some autofill using the Monday or days of the week, but I shortened it and so it also took the autofill feature and had it working. So I want you to recognize that we're going to add Monday and Wednesday's data together, and we're also going to add Tuesday and Thursday's data together, right? Now, one of the things you want to remember when you're using formulas is that formulas normally carry what we know as a variable. We can look at our cells as variables in Excel. And so this cell, for example, would be variable B3. This cell would be variable D5, right? And so we'll make reference to the cell name as opposed to the particular value within the cell. So while you may be tempted to say Monday's data is 2, and we could say, all right, so 2 plus what Wednesday data is 3, um, if we type that in, so 2 plus 3, right, it gives us nothing, right? Because a formula needs to start with an equal sign. So equal, and we could do this, and I'll show how people would normally deem this and get it wrong the first time. They would do 2 plus 3, and it will give us our answer as 5. The problem with this is that if there was a shift in Wednesday's data to 4, then it's not reflected because we're using values. So one of the power of Excel is that you get to use cell names as variable, and it takes or extract the value from that cell and then uses that as a part of the formula. So the right way to do this is to type equal what the content of B3 is holding for Monday's data, right? So equals B3, you can type it, or you can click here, B3 plus, we then click in D3 and then press enter. So now if there's a change in data, for example, this changes to 5, then the change is automatically reflected, right? And so we're future proofing our formulas so that if there's a change in data, the answer will be reflected. If I click here, although I'm seeing 9 in the cell box, if I look at the formula bar, it gives me the actual formula found inside the cell. Now, what do you think we'll put here for this data? So we'll put equal, yep, B4 plus, you got it right, D4, right? Because we're looking at Monday and Wednesday data, and then enter. And it would put in our answer as 47. So if this changed, the data would change also automatically, right? Now, this one, yep, it will be equal B5 plus D5. But there's another way of doing this. Remember earlier, and I'll go back, we learned earlier about the autofill feature. And so because these will automatically increment in numbers, so this is B3, the other one will be B4 plus D4, then B5 plus D5, it means we can use the autofill feature for this particular formula. So let me show you how that is done. So we write up our first formula, make sure it's correct, and then we can go to the autofill feature here on the side and drag down. Right? So if we look in this, it's B4 plus D4. This is B5 plus D5. And so it automatically changes our formula for us to suit the particular row, the particular column that we're working with. Go ahead and give the other column a try. Add Tuesday and Thursday's data. So the first one, we'll start again with our equal sign for formulas. And we can say this is C3 plus E3. Good. And because we know that these will be changing dynamically, then we can autofill this and we're done, right? So the data changes, our formula updates it, and gives us the right answer for that particular section. And likewise, this could work with any other operator, whether it's multiplication, subtraction, division. It means then that we're grabbing one cell as a variable name and working with or performing some operator along with the other cell as a variable name. And of course, we can use the autofill feature with that. And that concludes today's lesson. Stay in tune and click on the other lesson.